Hey, I'm the founder and creator of KayMarie Fashion, which is the fashion house for fly girls. My designs are functional and youthful for women in the workforce who also want to go hang out with their girlfriends after a hard day's work. So, today I'm going to be crocheting the third out of my 3 pack of scrunchies. I'm going to be using the Big Twist Prism yarn. Got this at Joann's. This is not sponsored, but that is my favorite yarn shop and it's what's local to me. I'm using a 6.5mm crochet hook to do my design. And right now I'm just working in the double crochet stitch. I hope you can hear me okay. I have my microphone sort of placed below me, but I just angled it a little bit toward me a little. So this pattern is something I'm making up on the fly. All of the patterns that I have created for my scrunchie pack are something that I've just made up on the fly or something that I designed in my mind and I was just trying to make it a reality. This is the first scrunchie in my pack. It is 100% acrylic blue yarn. Ooh, it's a little bit too bright. Um, well, you can also see pictures of this on my Instagram and my TikTok, so you can see things that are a little more true to color than what you're seeing on my live stream right now. I also use some acrylic orange yarn to like sort of make some not fudge, fuzz. So as you can see, this sort of looks like a ribbon or a nudie brook, which is a sea slug. So this is cute for summer, especially for the girls who wear fur all year round. This gives you that little cute touch of fur. And then my second was this purple lace scrunchie. This is 100% acrylic for the base of it. And for the detailing, I used organic cotton to make the actual lace. So I guess if you have long hair and you have a braid and you want to put a scrunchie at the bottom of the braid, you could, sort of have this hanging on your hair. Or if you have a bun, you could just have the lace facing outward. This is how it looks when like twisted. I guess just like a little, wait, let me stick my fingers to the other end so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Just to sort of mimic how it would look like on the hair. It kind of looks like a twisted up flower. Your hair would be here. So if I were to redo this design, I definitely think I would make it a bit bigger so you could appreciate the lace more. Naturally, scrunchie is going to scrunch. However, this piece sort of inspired my special fall piece that is coming. I'm already working on my fall collection. For those of you who follow me, you already saw my yellow and green bow hat. So that's going to be released for fall. These scrunchies, I'm thinking I'm just going to put the patterns in a book and just sell the book of patterns. This was a very time consuming thing to make, although it's very small. The lace is just such a complicated detailing. However, anything in my store is made to order. Definitely message me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm responsive on there if you see something that I'm making that you would like. So this is a pack of 3 scrunchies. This is the third, and I am now working in the double crochet stitch to make this. So this scrunchie is I'm going to use the same kind of technique that I used for my first. Like in this one, it's sort of like a split in between. Not sure how it's like a split in between like that. So what I'm doing for this is I'm working in the, I guess, front part of the stitching so that I can go back around and work in the back part, and then I can just keep building up the walls of the scrunchie until I'm ready to connect it into a pleat. So I'm going to have a pleat running through the seam of this rainbow scrunchie. It's going to look cute. It's going to look cute. I mean, sometimes things don't turn out how we imagine, but these things are cute. So we'll see exactly what this is when it is created. Thank you so much to everybody who is watching, who is subscribed. I'm active on my social platforms, so definitely follow for crochet videos. And sometimes I post tips. I'm not your girly for tutorials. Like, I will tell you what I'm doing, and if you ask me how I did something, I can answer your question. But this is definitely not the channel for a tutorial. This is more crochet with me. This is more things I've learned. Yeah. So I am crocheting away. So one of the side hustles that I have is I do like Instacart and Uber Eats. And you would think on a Saturday, Instacart would be popping, you know, Uber Eats. Well, actually, I haven't even turned on Uber Eats because the orders per like Uber Eats order is like so low because it's just pickups. So the app pays you a very low fare, like $1 and some cents, $2 and some cents, and then the person tips a few dollars, which is a decent tip, but it comes out to be like, if the person doesn't tip, it's like $2, like to take something a few miles. That's not even a gallon of gas. So for anybody who uses those apps, definitely tip your deliverer because they don't pay by the hour, they pay by the gig, and the batch pay, the fare for your order is very, very low. So always tip the person. Otherwise, it's like too hard to make money on there. You could easily hustle backwards if you don't take good orders. So I guess I would say like my tips, like for my area of doing Instacart, would include like only. I mean, for me, I try my best to take things that are over $20. And if it's over $20, but it's beyond 10 miles, that's not a good batch for me because it's just going to be so far out the way and it's probably too much stuff. I don't recommend doing that stuff at night, just not just because of the safety hazard, but because you're delivering to somebody's house and you don't know um, what obstacles they have like on their property. For example, some people have very long driveways with no lights and it's already dark, and it's one of those jobs where you can't ever make enough. So it's like trying to deliver at night deliberately. I feel like you're making things harder for yourself for a job that's already like kind of just one of those jobs. So, speaking of jobs, one thing that I've been seeing that's gone viral on TikTok is when Trump was talking about Mexicans taking black jobs. I think he was trying to promote himself as someone who's going to protect black jobs. So people have been making fun of, well, what is a black job? I'm not really sure what a black job is, in my opinion. I mean, honestly, whenever I like hear people talking about, oh, these jobs are for Hispanics or these jobs are for black people, it's that's stuff that pays like below minimum wage. You can't really make a living at, stuff like working at fast food or um, cleaning jobs, stuff like that. Menial labor is usually what they're talking about. And I'm just like, well, a black person can have any job. We're educated. A Hispanic person can have any job. Like, they're educated too. Like, they're capable. And it was just so funny. It's just so funny to see these memes of people talking about me online applying for a black job right now. Show me where the black jobs are. Because I would like to get a black job instead of having to be in an application pool with everybody else. And applying to things that I don't get selected for whatever reason. I definitely think it's a little more difficult to get into the entertainment industry now more than it was even 2 years ago, because I've been seeing articles on my feed about since the writer's strike, there are less employed writers, and because of the structure of digital streaming, actors and writers are not able to make as much money at television writing or even television production because the broadcast TV model included shows getting syndicated and getting reruns, and that's how writers and people would make more money at creating the show. And distributors will also order more episodes of a show. They will order 22 episodes for a season, and that would allow a writer to work on one show for like 9 months out of the year. Now with these streaming shows, they pay a lot less, and it's mostly gig work. And since the writer's strike, while people don't want just a gig, they want a career. And in order to afford that to people, companies are just kind of cutting it off, and they're selecting fewer writers so that they can pay those few people a living wage. So personally, I'm refusing to believe that the pool of opportunity is slowly closing. I think Hollywood is going through changes, but you don't have to go to Hollywood to get your big break anymore. So I definitely think if you're a creative person, you're a writer, I think you can really look to thrive in the indie space for sure. I mean, of course, I have a biased opinion because I've only ever been in the indie space. And of course, I would love to be in Hollywood. But I'm just kind of saying that it's a change in times where you don't have to like be in Hollywood necessarily to make it or have a viable and successful creative project anymore. Now, I really, really love this yarn. Like, I love how the colors are transitioning. Um, it just looks so pretty to me. This yarn is gorgeous. This is the same yarn of which I'm making my maxi skirt. Now, I'm just going to have to post my maxi skirt when I finish it because truthfully, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm hoping that it's flattering on me. I mean, like in my mind, I sort of imagined a tube maxi skirt, just something very simple, go straight down. But what I started making was a slim fitting maxi skirt like at the hips, and then from the hips it flares out into something that has more body to it, so it could be either really cute or just really odd shape. So I'm not sure if I'll keep it a skirt and wear it, if I'll make it into a dress and just slide it up, or I'll take it apart. I doubt I'll take it apart. I'm really big on not unraveling. Frogging is not the lifestyle for me. So I'm excited for that. And I also thought of a top to make to go with it. I'm thinking about making a type of mesh top. And I also want to make a crop top to pair underneath the mesh top. And it'll be like a full crochet outfit. Plus, I'll have this scrunchie finish so I can have this in my hair. So I'm really excited for how the look is going to come together. I haven't ever planned like a full crochet look. I've only ever made pieces like a hat, a scarf, a single scrunchie, but a full outfit, that's sort of something I've been craving for a little bit because I've been thinking about the types of videos that I want to make. And I realized that, well, I can't do a styling crochet video series because first, I haven't made that much. I mean, of course, I can style my crochet pieces with the outfits that I wear, but I want to be able to put on things like, oh, my crochet jacket, my crochet vest, like my crochet hat and vest. And I don't really have like pieces. I don't have a crochet wardrobe. I just have like a couple of little accessories. So I'm trying to build up my wardrobe. I mean, of course, my personal crochet projects are just that, personal. And like I usually put my commissions ahead of my personal projects. I always have a personal project on the side because I want crochet to stay fun for me. I don't ever want to get so absorbed with the work of crocheting and trying to run a crochet business and meeting deadlines for clients that I forget, to be creatively fun and allow myself to be free in just stitching. So okay, yeah, my air conditioning unit finally turned off. It's so loud, but very necessary. It's 91 degrees today in Maryland, and I saw the video of Rihanna dancing to Glorilla's new song TGIF. It was very, very funny. Move that hair out the way. So this summer, I still want to release a collection of tops. Now, as you can see, I crochet very slowly. I mean, it's hard for me to crochet this quickly because the stitches are so smushed together here. Not sure how well you can see that. Wait, let me put it really, really close. No, it doesn't focus. But yeah, my stitches are like really close and like bunched together. So I sort of have to take my time, and I'm also singularly grabbing the front stitch. So I'm trying to be very careful as I go along. And once I have my foundational row of stitches, it'll be easier for me to go quicker. Yeah. My favorite summer color combination is pink and orange. Right now I'm on the pink and orange portion of this yarn. It has lots of really pretty color combinations, like light green and light blue. That's really pretty too. But yeah, I do want to release a collection of crochet tops for the summer. Now, it's almost July, so I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, summer is almost over, because I really want to focus on creating my fall collection so I can be ready to launch that on time, like in late August, when, you know, people are doing their last minute back to school shopping, I guess. Or, you know, people are thinking about, okay, what am I going to wear when I'm on campus, or, you know, when I'm getting back into my rhythm at work, or, you know, when I go with my friends. I definitely feel like I'm into making clothes like for the modern woman. Like, you, not just like cute things you can wear to work per se, but things that you can wear after work when you're hanging out with your friends. Like, when I say workforce, I really mean like the lifestyle of a working woman. Okay, let's get in there, little stitch. There we go. So, ooh, like this blue and green is so, so pretty. So let me turn on my phone. Okay, so I'm not really sure if I told you this the last time I streamed, but I took my phone to the phone store today because it broke. I don't even know how it broke. I think I dropped it, and when I dropped it, the back popped. And then when I took it to the phone store today, they were saying, oh, your phone is swollen, it has swelling, you know, it can't be fixed, you have to get a replacement. So thankfully I have insurance on the phone, so I'm gonna get a new phone on Monday. But I'm just like, swelling, how did it swell up? And they're like, oh, that happens when you get it wet, like water must have gotten into it. And I'm like, I don't remember that happening. Okay. So I was on the phone with the insurance company today, and we got it all settled. But my phone has been kind of broken for the past 40 hours. Like, it works, but the battery is really bad. So I just have to keep it through the weekend, until my new phone arrives on Monday. And then I'll be back to business as usual. I do have a duct tape wrapped around my phone and the phone case because, you know, I do want to continue using it. I do have a portable battery pack, so I can keep it plugged up to a battery just in case I, you know, get a good batch on Instacart, or yeah, if I just want to go to Joann's, because I decided that I wanted to use the Eddie Bauer yarn to make my swimsuit. Okay, so okay, I've changed my plan for my swimsuit. Let me slip stitch this. Oop. Oh my gosh. What's going on with this? Hold on a second. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, I think I hooked the wrong part of the yarn. So we need to make this stitch again. And of course I have made it wrong. We're doing the double crochet. So 1, 2. Okay, and then you pull that through. Very good. Very, very good. Very good. Very, very good. So let me just show you what we have so far. This is your basic scrunchie right here. You know, wear it on your wrist. Scrunchie. It's got that ruffle on it. But we're not going to stop here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the double crochet up for 2 more rows. So I have a total of 3 rows on one side. And then I'm going to fasten off and reattach my hook so that I can do a row, well, a new panel of double crochet on the other side. So I'm going to see now how tall I want my scrunchie to be. And I want 2 flaps so that I can sew these flaps together with the pleat in the middle. I haven't ever done anything like this before. This is kind of an idea I had, and I just want to see how it works out, if it works out. But it always excites me to work with very pretty and colorful yarn. Hold on a second, sorry. I have my yarn bucket next to me, and we have a knot. So I've been thinking of more content to put on my social media platforms. I don't really post anything new on the weekends, but my new videos come out during the week. So if you see a video pop up on my Instagram, my TikTok, I've probably already posted it somewhere else. At that point, I kind of like post archival content on the weekends. Yeah, so actually 1 second, let me open up your comments just in case y'all are trying to chat to me. Okay, let me put in a caption. Okay. Hi. Oh wait, I still didn't put the chat up. There we go. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's continue. So for this, we don't have to worry about crocheting in a front or a back. I can just crochet through normally until I have made this side of the scrunchie as tall as I want. The new thing I'm going to try is making pleats. I'm probably going to do that after this stream and then try to attach them during a stream, because I did find a tutorial of somebody making the pleats. So that's just something new I have to learn. Yeah. So my collection of tops for the summer, I think I'm going to, I have to look at my notebook to see how many I wanted to make, but I think the amount I had thought of was 5. I wanted to release 5 summer tops, and I also have some designs written down for the fall and winter. Like, I'm going to be coming out with some interesting new patterns. I don't want to say too much, to be honest with you, because I want you to like see my stuff and be like, oh wow, that's pretty. So I'm going to talk about my personal projects right now. My personal projects include making a swimsuit. Okay, yeah, so that's where I wanted to pick up with the swimsuit dress, because last live I was talking about how I bought luxury yarn. Wait for that luxury yarn haul video on my pages, because that's coming soon. That's coming out in a couple days. But I wanted to initially crochet a swimsuit dress, and then I realized, oh my gosh, this yarn is too expensive. This would be a luxury like swimsuit. And I am so scared to get that yarn wet in the pool or in the ocean. So I decided, okay, I'll just make a luxury dress out of it. It won't be intended for swimming. So I also already have some moderately priced cotton yarn. It's the same yarn of which I made my scrunchie. It's this. I have another skein of this. So I was thinking, well, I can make a bikini from this. And I was thinking about going to Joann's and picking up a couple more skeins. I bought that a few months ago. So I'm not really sure if they have any more left, but it's worth going to the store and looking. Um, um, Now, I definitely think I have enough between those two skeins to make a top and bottom piece. And my mind is going on a track where I want to make a swimsuit to match the scrunchie I've already made. So um, I'm thinking about putting lace on it. So I guess it's going to sort of be a cross between, well, it's going to be a bikini. Like, I'm going to put a like lining in it. And it's going to be like for swim. But I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a cross between like a swimsuit and um like lingerie, because I'm going to put lace on. I haven't ever seen a lacy swimsuit. I feel like lace is reserved um for underclothes. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see a crochet lace swimsuit. And for my swimsuit dress, I have fabric here. So I'm thinking I'm going to sew a swimsuit dress to fulfill that vision. And yeah, so I have 3 things. Actually, I have 4 different outfits planned, because I have the skirt, the maxi skirt with the crop top and the mesh top on top. I've got the cotton lace bikini, and I've got the luxury summer dress that I'm going to make. So, okay, that's 3 crochet things. Plus, I'm going to sew myself a swimsuit dress. I'm just making, like, I'm a clothing. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a fashion house. I'm really excited to crochet some more hair pieces, more hair accessories, and like more scrunchies. I wish I could crochet faster, or that I just crocheted for more hours in a day. I don't. But I want to test out a design idea with my, well, let's just call it my lilac swimsuit. I want to test out the design idea that I'm going to try for some leg warmers that I'm coming out with in the fall. So I'm so excited. I've got so many like ideas of things that I want to do. And I hope they work out. And if they don't, it's okay. It's going to be a learning experience. I've also thought about trying loom knitting because I think I'm going to use my knitting loom to make another maxi skirt in the shape that I originally imagined. Like the one that I started, I'm going to see it through because I'm curious about how it's going to look. Like, but I still want just a basic tube maxi skirt, and I think the knitting loom is just going to allow me to just get that because I have some that are in a horizontal loop shape. Now, loom knitting, I don't have much practice at that. I think I've only made like one or two things with my knitting looms. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try it again and see what happens. I still have the book that came with them, and they were already at my house, so it doesn't hurt to try. I have plenty of yarn to try with. Um, okay, look. This is what you have to deal with when you don't make a yarn ball before you start your project. You run into your scheme. When you make a yarn ball first, you go through these knots before you start your project so that when you're actually crocheting and knitting, you don't have to stop to untangle stuff. You did it ahead of time. Preparation is important. Now, I already know that this yarn gets like this. I'm just so mad at myself because this yarn tangles easily inside the skein. It's just a mess. And I was just thinking, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna crochet straight from the skein. I want to see what I can get away with. I am not getting away with anything. I'm not getting like the very first skein was better than this one. This is my second skein of this color, and it has just been full of tangles. I've already made a yarn ball from this skein. I had to cut the yarn and make a separate yarn ball just so that I could attach this later and use it to complete the skirt because I'm making a scrunchie from this same yarn as the skirt, not just because I think it would be cute, and I love this yarn so much. I feel like I want to make everything out of this yarn. I ordered more from Joanne. It's gonna come to my house at some point. um oh my gosh, I need a yarn winder so badly. I should buy one this weekend because I just got paid on Friday. And I've been putting off buying a yarn winder for who knows how long. Months at this point. Um, my goodness. It's just so many little knots. Look at, oh, you can't even see it up close. It's a good thing. I mean, these factory knots, like, why? So, when I was in the yarn store, I saw that they had like this yarn, I don't want to say holder, but they had like this big yarn winder. You open up the skein and you put it on the winder, and the winder holds the yarn for you, and it goes to the actual winder, and you can make a cake from that. It's really nice and it's really fast, and it's way faster than making a ball of yarn by hand. That's a part of the reason why I didn't make a ball of yarn, because making one by hand it just feels so time consuming. But then when you don't do it, you run into this. So, who's the enemy? Who's the real enemy? There we go. Oh gosh, it's so much. And it just came out of nowhere. It's not like I had my yarn on the floor or something. Like I have it in a little plastic container on a side table, and it really just came out of the skein like this. I think I'm gonna cut it because it's just not coming out easily enough. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Yup. This is my life. I'm about to cut it. Like, I can't. I'm about to do something scary. Yikes. I cut it. I'm sorry. I just have no patience for it. Not today. And this scrunchie is for me, so I don't mind, like, if the knot pokes out. Look, I can't. It made a knot. Like, what the heck? I mean, this yarn wasn't very expensive, but it's just. Ah! What has happened? This is like the worst knot ever. So you guys know that I watch Love Island. There's no Love Island tonight. They're doing After Sun, and I'm probably gonna watch it because they had someone who's in drama who has been released from the island. They're probably gonna talk today. So okay, a part of why this becomes so bad is that the yarn starts to stick to itself. Why? Why? I need to watch a little documentary about how yarn is made in a factory and how they twist it into a skein. I think just understanding the process would just help my frustration with this. Ugh. Oh yeah, this yarn was not that expensive, but you also don't want to waste, like, I'm making my project from this. My other skein of Big Twist Prism was not like this. I may have to do a rating on the website. they lost a star. They went from 5 stars to 4 because of this. Like, I just cannot get it. Free enough. Free enough. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, look, here's one where it has just stuck to itself and I had to pull it apart. This is the first yarn that I've worked with that has been like that. It collects so much lint from agitation when it rubs up against itself. It's like, why? I mean, it's really pretty and shiny and the color transitions are just gorgeous, but these knots are killer. And it's just ugh, it's sticking to itself. And there's like no easy or fast way to do this. I kind of want to just cut this knot out and do it another time. You think I should do that? Do we think I should cut the knot? 3, 2, 1. Okay, nobody vouched to save it, so it died. So I'm just gonna set this. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna set this knot aside. I'm gonna set this knot aside and address it later. Maybe it'll be like a little hair bow or something. This could be the thing I use to make my first like hair clip. I don't know, but she's out. She's eliminated. And we're going to try to do a magic knot. I don't really remember how to do a magic knot. So I'm just going to try my best to tie a knot. This is what I have been doing, and it has been working for me. I don't know if I'm accidentally remembering the YouTube video I watched on how to do this. If so, it would be, oh no, I'm not remembering anything. It didn't even tie. Okay. I'm just gonna like tie it twice on itself. I forgot how to do a magic knot, but this knot works for me. It's that good old fashioned. I don't even know why they call a magic knot a magic knot. Like, what's magic about it? I mean, the magic circle makes more sense. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I've got to bring it back around town. Back around town. Yeah, I'm glad this is for me because I wouldn't feel good about giving somebody else something with like 4, 5, 6 knots in it. Okay. And let's pull it. Bam. She's tight. Okay. We're going to cut this as close as we can. Very good. Oh, I feel like I'm one of those people I'm a chef on the cooking show. You know, they'll like cut an onion and they'll just take the onion skin off the table and they'll just throw it away or just make it disappear. I feel like I just did that with those pieces of yarn, but I really just set it on my side table. Like, there's no trash can next to me. So when I get up from this stream, I'm going to throw those tiny pieces of yarn away. But yes, we are back. And I'm actually so glad I cut that knot out because no, we're not going to get stressed out about some freaking yarn. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to love all the beautiful colors that it has, how smooth and silky it is. No, we're not playing those knots. We are not getting mixed in with some yarnacy. Nope. Call Sean because it's not for me. It has been a very beautiful Saturday. Oh, what time is it? I can't even see. Oh, 5 p.m. Saturday, 91 degrees. I got my crochet. Yeah, I'm not that good at rhyming or freestyling. I'm more of somebody who needs a script. I don't think I'm a great extemporaneous speaker. In high school, they had this club. It was like a speech club, and you got to practice different types of speech. And extemporaneous, that was my weak point. Like, I could not think of what to say. And like, they would give you a topic like 15 minutes before, and you had, you know, that time to research and think of how you're going to present the information. Yeah, no, I would forget. I would forget, or I just could not. Like, the nervousness would block my thoughts. Like, oh my gosh, I can't figure it out, or I don't know what I'm going to say. Is what I have to say good enough? So I'm someone who needs enough time to prepare my thoughts. I mean, before I get on these live streams, I don't really take notes. Sometimes I'll save links to stories, or if something comes across my feed that I know I want to talk about with you, you know, I'll save it and make a note of it. But most of the time, I'll just kind of have a list in my mind of things that have happened to me or ideas I have of things that I want to discuss. I actually eliminated an idea recently. I was going to compare Susan Bates and boy hooks. I prefer boy to Susan Bates because the way Susan shapes her hooks is just, it's bad for me, and it's bad for her business. Like Susan's hooks are so sharp, they split my yarn. Maybe my yarn is just too cheap, but her hooks are inexpensive, so it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I mean, I have heard people complain about Big Twist yarn from Joann's that it splits a lot. But I have found that it depends on what crochet hook I'm using. When I was using Susan Bates crochet hook with Big Twist, it was splitting and it was hard to work with. And hold up, let's get this lint ball out. See, pretty yarn, but she's got problems. Okay, we're coming up on this knot, and I hope it goes in seamlessly. Let me see. It doesn't look too messy. It's not on the inside of the project though, and that bothers me. Hold on a second. Maybe I can turn it around. Maybe I can do the double crochet kind of in reverse. Wait, there we go. So that the knot is on the inside of the project. I don't know. I haven't ever done this before. So let's see. Can we do it? Oh my gosh, we're about to do it. Okay, we did it, but it looks crazy. Like, it looks like a reverse stitch. Yeah, that's not good. We can't do that. It's on the inside, but the stitch is not uniform. So we're just going to have to live with it, I guess. I mean, the crochet scrunchie is for me, but I would like to know how to like turn certain parts of the yarn on the inside of the work. Oh wait, it's on the inside now. Okay, I think I changed my tension and it made it on the inside. Okay, good. Problem solved itself. Thank goodness. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, see, more little fuzzy from doing that detangling. No, thank you. Get out of here. Yeah, so I've been having more fun with crochet now than I ever have because I feel so empowered and encouraged to try different designs. And I really feel like I've been touching base with my crochet community. I'm not on Facebook yet, but I did come across a Facebook group on TikTok. I think it's called Granny Square Squad, and they're going to be crocheting a Tweety Bird blanket together. So here's my thing with crochet and like working with people. I think I want to try to make the Granny Square Squad's like Tweety Bird blanket, but I want to make my own projects. Like I just want to sit and crochet with people. I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? like I have a lot of my own ideas, and my creativity just feels so hot right now. I don't want to lend my energy to, making a project that's for fun. But I'm thinking a part of the community sense is the fact that you're all making something together. Um, okay, that's cool, but I want to make my stuff. The other day when I went to the yarn store, they actually were having like a fiber artist meeting, and that just means you bring any fiber art that you do. It could be loom knitting, crochet, needle knitting, cross stitch. It could be yarn winding, anything that you do that is fiber art, felting. And they were all just sitting there doing their thing and just talking. That's what I want from a crochet club or from a fiber artist club. We're all together, we just do our thing, and we enjoy the community aspect of it. I don't need to do a group project. Like, I've got plenty of projects. And it is just so much more fun to do things, I guess, with friends. Like, friends can motivate you, point you to resources, give you good ideas, and it's fun to encourage people. And when they tell you about their project and then you get back to them and they're like, oh, it's become this, like, that's so exciting. You're not just on this journey alone. You can be on a journey with a lot of people, or a few good quality people. So, oh my gosh, the yarn has transitioned to the pink and orange combo. That is my favorite. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even think of a pink and orange like summer outfit for myself. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll make something like that for me in August. I'm not sure. but I love pink and orange. I love it. Ooh, okay, that stitch didn't turn out right. We have to restart it. Yeah, so um I really noticed that it takes time to really build a community and to build trust with your audience. I think a lot of people get on social media and they think they're going to be this overnight success and they're going to have all these people clamoring to them. And that happens for some people. That does, but building trust online is like building trust in real life. Like when you make a friend, when you first meet them, you don't have all your eggs in their basket because you guys don't know each other yet. So it's sort of the same thing with online friends. You have to keep talking about your common interests and keep building rapport with that person so that, you know, you have that link. You actually have a connection and a relationship. Okay, so this is the current width of my scrunchie. Now my idea is to duplicate this on the other side of my band. So I have two flaps and then I'm going to connect the flaps with a crochet pleat. So right now I actually think this is a decent size for what I want to do. I'm thinking about either going, this is 3 rows of double crochet. I'm thinking about going from this to maybe 5, but 5 may be too big because this is my first one. I would say this one is like a small. Now there's this one. I'd say this one is a large. So if I keep this one at this size, then I'll have a medium. This would be the in-between size for my pack. So I think I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to go with my first mind on it and just keep it at 3 rows. And then we're going to build up the next panel. So, oh, look at that. Another knot. Yep, to fasten off our work. So, boom, I've tied this knot. And next, I need my needle. So, I got some metal needles. I had some plastic needles, but I got this pack of metal needles because they had a smaller size than the plastic I already had. I definitely think I like the metal needles more than the plastic because they hold their shape better. Like the plastic, they bend out of shape and it's kind of hard to get them back to their original shape, especially if you bent them several times. And the pack of metal needles is only a few cents more than the pack of plastic. Get in here. You know what? There we go. So let's just twist it. Am I going to resist the urge to wet it? Yeah, I am because no, I'm gonna wet my fingers. Yeah. Boom. Okay, now let's put this through. No, she twisted away. Get in here. Yikes. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, how to weave this in? I have no idea. I'm just going to send it through the stitches, like through the bottom of the stitches. There we go. It's going through pretty smoothly. Okay, now let's pull her through. I really prefer to I wove it in on the wrong side, I think. Yeah, I did. So I gotta take it out. Because I want the red to be on the inside. I think I should look at a YouTube video of weaving ends. This is the very first way I learned how to weave ends, and it's just like inside your stitches. I mean, I could take it down the chain. Should I take it down the chain? Yeah, I'm gonna take it down the chain. Is that bad to do? I don't know. This is the first time I've done this. Okay. I took it down the chain. I'm gonna like it because it's like peeking out through the other color stitches. It can be tricky to weave in the ends of multicolor yarn, especially with this because I used a larger crochet hook. Well, this is the 6.5 millimeter is the recommended size crochet hook for this project. Oh, pause. Somebody's gonna walk behind me in my background, but just pay them no mind. I don't live alone. But yeah. So we're gonna pull this through. Boom. Yeah, it's definitely my preference to crochet. I mean, to weave in ends with a hook. I'm like always too lazy to pull out the needle. So this is what I don't like. I feel like it's getting sustained. Yeah, it's staying. Okay. So we'll put that needle where we can get it again. And let's see our app. Okay, so I'm about to get off this live. So next I'm going to start. I really don't like how this looks. I'm sorry. I'm very particular about certain things, and this is not looking right. I think I'm gonna like weave it into the previous stitch, and then I'm gonna send it through the other stitches. So let me just weave it inside of the last stitch like that, and then weave it into the bottom of the previous stitches. That way it's not sticking out at any point. Come on, get in there. I feel like 5 to 6 stitches is enough. Okay, yeah, that's way better. Way cleaner. Period! Okay. Done. We can stop thinking about it. We're satisfied. Okay, so up next, we have to. Now, it is difficult to see these stitches. So, oh my gosh, I have to do. Okay, I have to slip stitch to put my color. Oh wait, am I doing this right? Yeah. I have to slip stitch to add my yarn back onto the project. Oh gosh, slip stitch, great. So now I have to chain 3 to start my first half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now I just have to work in every back loop that is available on my scrunchy base round, I guess. what we're calling it. My foundational round of my scrunchie, the round that I place around the elastic. So, oh wait, I think I skipped a stitch. Yeah, this is really hard to see because it's already pulled on and it just it's just all scrunched together. Like that's a part of it. This yarn is, for the most part, easy to work with. When it's not tangled from the factory, it's easy to work with. But there we go. Wait, did I make a trouble by accident? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so we're slowly making our way through our foundational row. And we've gotten through our second knot, our second scar from our tangling incident. So I did 4 stitches, and I'm going to show you where I am because I'm about to get off live. So this is what I was talking about when I was saying 2 panels. This is panel 1. This is a complete panel 1, and now we're building panel 2 onto our scrunchie. And once, oh, and by the way, the knot for panel 2 is on the inside. So you're not even going to see it. And then when we have panel 2 as tall as panel 1, that's when we're going to grab our other acrylic yarn and we're going to make the pleat out of this. And we're going to crochet the pleat along the seam of our 2 panels. So it's going to look like this. We're going to crochet our 2 panels together with the pleat in the middle. So it might not be as cute as I'm imagining. The pleat's going to be small. It's going to be like a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch tall. So we're probably going to use a 1/2 double crochet to make the pleat. And definitely a smaller hook. But thank you. I'm Kay. Please follow me on YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, and TikTok. I post daily. Thank you so much for tuning into my stream. I will be streaming again probably on Monday.